practically so, of socioeconomic rights and human rights?
Oh, thank you very much. First of all, I want to really say how happy I am being in Homa Bay today. I took a morning jog on your way to Zero, and the enthusiasm of the people, I was amazed at how beautiful this place is. You know, the hills, the greenery, it's so nice. And I thought if our girls came here, they won't go back to Tana River. So you're welcome to come to Tana River. It's beautiful. And I saw there's a lot of religion. I saw people on the river there wearing white. I think they were doing baptism or something. And people who are doing overnight prayer meetings. So I think there's a lot of prayer. Maybe this is one reason why Gladys Wanga, governor, is succeeding so well. I think people have a lot of faith and enthusiasm. As I was running there, I just had Muzungu, Muzungu. I told them, no, mimi ni Mswahili. And they all laughed, I don't know. But it's beautiful. Thank you so much to be here. The weather is fantastic. Except that the sun, it comes late. I think it was rising a bit late from our side, and it goes down a bit later. I don't know. It gets time to get used to the place, but it's beautiful. Thank you, the people of Homa Bay, and I love my stay so far. Maybe to go back to what we are saying about accountability. May I just say, first of all, before I say about accountability, how for me, my experience of democracy and human rights, from the time that we were in university, in the Law Society, and then because we were in leadership in the Law Society at university, and then the Law Society of Kenya, and people like James, Paul Muite, were all ahead of us. They were our heroes. And it's a great pleasure that when I got elected first time, I sat in the same parliament with Paul Muite. Later on, we sat with James and other people who were in the fight for liberation. For I've seen it from the time when we were in university that you could not seat 5 people and discuss anything before some secret police people arrest you. It was so bad those days. You could not gather before you are told you are writing Mwakenyas and you are subject to, investigations. I remember things were very, very tight in those days. Even just holding a small demonstration. I was in leadership of the Law Society in Mombasa. And I remember we were just protesting against what we thought was the neglect by the second president then, Moi, because he was doing nothing, and there was a lot of problems in Tana River County. People were fighting, and the president those days, when he says something, it happens. And he was doing nothing. So we called Paul Muite to come and address us. We called Khelef Khalifa. We were in that human rights space. And just to demonstrate, just to walk, to show that we are disappointed, just to walk on the main streets to present a petition at the PC's place. We were being arrested, chased. Nowadays, things have changed. We have walked a long way from where we were. We have a new constitution. I was part of that making of the deal that brought the new constitution in Nakuru. Was it Naivasha? And we got a new constitution. Now, when we got the new constitution, we got the governors. So let me speak as a senator, that the governors are very happy with senators when we are fighting for an increase of the funds that is called equitable share that comes to the governors. And this year, we got 405 billion that is coming down to the 47 counties. And this is an increase of 26.7 billion that is coming down to the 47 counties. Governors are always happy when we are fighting for an increment for the equitable share. But then when we are talking about accountability of these funds, accountability of the utilization of these funds, governors start spreading the rumors that we want to overthrow them. We are planning an impeachment motion. We are against them. This senator wants to come to my seat. Well, this is the problem we are having. What Millie is saying, that it is not yet independent. You know, when she was writing her book, that things are deteriorating with new officers. It is true, because the governors do not want to be told, here you are wrong, here you are misusing funds, here the funding that ought to be, because you see, as a senator, it's not my business and it is not my part of my constitutional mandate to plan for how the budget will be utilized. I fight for the money to come. When the money comes to Tana River County, it is the responsibility of the governor to make sure that that money goes to health, that money goes to the roads that they are responsible for, basic education, it goes to the salaries and all that planning. But then after that, the Auditor General comes and makes a report. And that report is the one that we do oversight. We call it secondary oversight. The primary oversight is supposed to be with the MCAs. The secondary oversight is supposed to be with us. And we try to do the best we can. But every time you are doing real-time oversight, like you visit a hospital and you visit a market that is being constructed to show that maybe there's no value for money, the governors are up in arms. So, in terms of going forward, I really want to emphasize this, that our county governments, for them to sustain development, they must allow proper oversight. They must not look at the Senate as enemies. They must not look at members of county assemblies as enemies. These are the people who are telling you, look, we allocated this amount of money for sports. There's nothing happening. We allocated this amount of money for health. There's nothing happening. I mean, I've just come from a fight with my governor, because in the 2024-2025 budget, we allocated 18.6% of the budget for health. That comes to something like 1.23 billion that goes to that. And then when you look at what our people are saying, there's nothing going on with the hospitals. Yesterday, Honorable Governor, His Excellency Kangata here, was demonstrating how in Murang'a County, he is able to tell, using digital technology, how many people have gone to hospital, even as he's sitting here, what diseases they are being examined for, how much medicine has moved from the pharmacies across Murang'a County, where the vehicles are. This is where we should be going. And I really want to agree with Honorable Millie that we need to be honest, and transparency must be 100% in governance. And the only way is to use digital technology so that we are able to tell governors must stop thinking this money is theirs. They must think again that what this money came for is for the people. And they must also agree with us when we say Kangata is doing a good job, because we are able to see how many vehicles, he was here yesterday, how many vehicles are in the county, which one is parked at a bar. So even the drivers have behaved properly. Even the rate of accidents, county vehicles has reduced because of transparency. So, in terms of sustaining the development, I think we need to have a reset in our minds. Senators are not here to fight you. Members of county assemblies are not fighting you. We are doing something called oversight, which is to simply ask the question, Your Excellency, the Governor, you allocated 650 million for water. There is no water project. Where is the money? So I think we need to have a reset in our minds. I really think that if oversight mechanisms are properly applied, then the counties will start being accountable for the monies that come to them, and these systems will sustain themselves. And let me say something about human rights at the county level. Most governors do not like human rights defenders. They don't like them because these people are the ones who go and tell them the truth. They are the ones who file petitions in county assembly to ask questions, you know, and they don't support them. So what can governors and the county assemblies do? We in the Senate, we receive the petitions that say, oh, our land has been taken, oh, this has been done, and we have done our bit. Even yesterday, we went here to Ndiwa, hapa kwa hii Sukari's industry, to go and look at our committee on lands, to look at issues on pollution after we finished here with the official opening. We are doing our bit, but the important bit, I think, is to support those human rights organizations. We should have a budget that says we are going to support CSOs that are talking about women rights in Tana River County, children rights in Tana River County, something like that. But governors across the country, they are not bothered with human rights people operating in this space. So for me, I am making an appeal that at the county level, we need to reset our minds. We need to say that we are all working together for the people. And then we need to be inclusive by helping the CSOs to come into government space by saying, you know, supporting the civil society organizations to be able to say what they see so that we can improve. When you tell me your trouser is not ironed, it doesn't mean that you don't like me. Governor, I'm just telling you, iron your trouser next time. Isn't that so? If I tell you your shirt is creased, I'm not saying I don't like your shirt. I'm just saying iron your shirt the next time. So let us have a reset so that at the county levels, we include the civil society organization. We work with the members of the county assembly. We work with the senators. Many senators may not be running for governorship. And so we should not look at senators as people who are threatening you. No, we are simply doing our work. And I think that attitude, if it's accepted, we are going to have stronger counties. We are going to have better human rights records within the counties, and we are going to have stronger civil society organizations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think one of the conversations that is obtaining is the place of transparency,